Hi, welcome back to Bon Voyage Cruise Travel. Today I am showing you my fabulous Deluxe Ocean View cabin. It's room 9506 on the Icon of the Seas. It is located right up in front, close to the captain's area, which is a few decks up. I'm on deck 9, and it features a huge, large picture window for picturesque ocean views. This is a room that I really do enjoy. It's perfect for families. There's lots of space and clever amenities, and I'll show you, so let's get started. Here's kind of what is going on this ship. I will definitely delve into it further. I mean, it's all new for me as well. The elevators are kind of interesting because you select your deck and then it tells you what elevator to go to, like either A or B or whichever. So you don't touch buttons in the elevator, it's done right here. It really feels like a hotel to me, and it will tell you like what direction your staterooms are. So I'm going to try to find my room now. So it's very light and airy. My room is 9506. Yeah, stateroom 9506, and that would be going this direction. 506. It's this direction. Wow, it's very pretty colors. A lot of neutrals with a little bit of blue. A beautiful ship so far, and I'm gonna go check out what my room looks like now. So the SeaPass card is located right at your room, so you don't have to get it at when you're checking in. It's here when you come to your room. So you always want to come up here first so that you can see where you're dining. This comes in a little container like this. Dining deck 5 at 5 o'clock, table 823. I hope that's a table for 2, but we will see. And let's see what the room looks like. Oh, wow. It's got a pop of color, it's natural lighting, neutral colors. Big picture window. Wow, look at this window. This is such a nice room. So it is the very forward facing. Sometimes you'll see suite balconies or just big picture windows. I know on the Ovation of the Seas I had something similar to this, and they had 2 chairs, and it was just so nice and spacious, and this seems to be that way as well. So the Deluxe Ocean View cabin on the Icon of the Seas, room 9506, isn't just a place to sleep. It is a cozy retreat at sea. It's cheerful, great atmosphere. It has a smart layout and convenient outlets for all your devices. It has pretty much everything. Remember, it's situated at the ship's front, so there's a bit of walking to the elevators, but, well, what's a few more steps when you've had all those desserts, right? And so if you're considering booking this room, don't hesitate. These spots fill up quickly. I believe there's only about 40 of them on the ship. So we are approaching Coco Cay. We have a day at sea and it looks a little bit inclement. But it's kind of nice to have a window because you can see the weather. Hopefully this is one of those storms that just passes. I just love this view. This is just beautiful. You probably could just use a chair here, an additional chair, but you could use the one from the desk. But it's so beautiful. The drapes where they go like this and you just pull them across when you're done. So I'm at the very, very front. Just gorgeous. This is a perspective from the window. So you see the length of the room. So this is considered an Deluxe Ocean View. Never thought about that. Okay, there's a couple slim closets. This is a nice feature. The couch is more like a chair and not a couch. So that's a little smaller. I like the artwork, it's tasteful. I just wonder about the closet space though, because I like the idea of these 4 baskets for things. I guess those substitute as drawers. There is a outlet by the bed. Yes, it is a USB port right here. They have a phone that's kind of slimline design. Now one thing I'm noticing, and maybe I'm just not seeing it, I just don't understand this, but I don't see a safe in the room, which is kind of unusual to me. I'm surprised. I'm figuring where else could it be that I don't notice it, but if I find it, I'll let you know. But at this point, I don't see a safe here. So the way the closet works, so the right hand side of the closet with all the hangers, you get about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, about 25 hangers. And then down here, the drawers, and there's about 4 of those. They're wire baskets. And then of course you have the regular, I put my bag on the bottom there, but I'm noticing that you can put some clothes over here as well, but it's not that huge of a closet for 2 people. I mean, I guess it'll be fine, but I'm just saying what's different is they eliminated the drawer space at the desk and they created all these little pocket shelf things everywhere. One of my perks of being a Diamond member, I got compliments of the chef, and they just gave me this today. That's very nice. Thank you. But if you have clothes in packing cubes that you like to put into a drawer, you'll have to use these over here. And then as far as a nightstand, it doesn't have, it's just a piece of wood. There's nothing to the bottom of it, so there are no drawers. So it's been quite a day. We've been running around. I'm exhausted. I took a red eye from San Francisco. We left at midnight, got in around 10:40 in the morning, and I've been going ever since. Probably had 2 hours sleep, so I'm a little tired, but I was just talking to my room attendant and I said to him, I really like this room, but you know, there's no safe and there's hardly any shelving. There's just 4 baskets. And he said, oh no, let me show you something. So I'll share this with you. Well, he just showed me, like, you can take this mirror and it opens up. Now, I would never have known that. And inside there's a safe, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves. So these little mini shelves are exactly what I needed, because I have some clothes that I don't hang. And I thought, where am I going to put them? So this is it. So that makes it way more complete and way more reasonable. And I would recommend packing cubes and an extra power strip if you have more than a couple people, because it just will make things more organized. There are a total of 8 USB outlets in the room. Over here are the C ones, the smaller USB ports, you know, for the new phones. They're like C, I think you know what I mean if you have a C. So there's 2 of those, which is nice. There appears to be plenty of outlets as far as USB plugs. So bring some of your, you can bring a few blocks and then just your wires, because that'll help you. Electronics are definitely geared to the more modern set. There's a regular European outlet. There's 2 USB ports, and then it looks like a bigger 3-prong for maybe a computer. The drawer has a hairdryer. This drawer has a kind of the C's Entertainment. Oh, it tells you everything about the shows and what to expect. It's kind of like a program book. Breakfast. Continental breakfast is complimentary. American breakfast has a service fee of $7.95 per room. And then you put this out on your door and you just choose what you want. This looks like it's just about their artwork on board. They talk about the shows here, when they are, like what happens on each day. See, this is also on the app, but it's nice that they do it this way because it can get confusing. Oh, I did get a cruise compass. So this is the cruise compass trending today. We're leaving at 5 o'clock. Sail away party is at 4:45. Generally I do the spa raffle. Let's see if there is one today. So there's take a tour, went up to $500 in spa services from 10:30 to 5. And the raffle is at 5 o'clock. So that is what I am going to be doing. I bought a bunch of Evian water before the trip on a discount because I like drinking water. So it's nice to kind of carry around. There's a nice big mirror here, and it lights up. They also have, on the very side of the desk is a couple more shelves for things. So it's good for like little odds and ends of things. And then there's a power charger, 2 cords here at the end. And the wallpaper is really pretty. It's kind of leaf design. And also there is the full-length mirror. That's always nice to have. This as a cooler, not a refrigerator. It says it keeps things semi-cold, but not super cold. Just so you know. So this is a cooler. On this, you can do a morning where it's bright or light, evening. It puts the lighting down. There's movie where you can watch this if you're watching TV, so when the lights dim and sleep would be off. These are nice features, and then of course the thermostat. And then you can change to Fahrenheit or Celsius by just going into settings, going to temperature, and then deciding which one you want. So we change it to Fahrenheit. That's how that works. There's a panel of lights that goes around the door frame, which is a nice touch. Here's some artwork. Bathroom, there's 3 more hooks that you can hang things on. I also forgot to mention in the bathroom that they have another hook right here. I guess you can hang up towels you're not using or washcloths or something. It's so new looking. It's brand new, first of all, but what I really like are the little shelves they have here. So that's different. And then it's a glass shower. Of course, there's the step up, like always. The hook is like this. The door, it opens up on a hinge. So, I mean, it's a little bit more width than a traditional one because it opens like this. So it opens pretty wide. And of course, you have the body wash, hair and body wash. The shower head is like this. It looks so brand new, everything in here. I wonder how many people, maybe 3 people have stayed in here? I don't know. Then that's the valves for the hot and cold water, soap trays. It's nice to have this seat feature with this actual thing here for people that maybe have mobility issues. And then there's 2 more hooks there, and then of course the towels. It's very well done. There are a few receptacles in here. Again, some space for your things. But what's really nice that I've never seen before is they've put 3 shelves here. So you can put things in here. And also, which is unusual, is this big drawer. So it's really like a home vanity. And I think because they've taken the desk over here and made it just a desk with 1 drawer with a refrigerator, there's no shelving like there used to be at the desk where you'd have 6 different drawers. So they've revised this a bit. I'm not sure if it's more spacious or not. I'm trying to figure that out because I guess you would really utilize these for all your toiletries and everything. But I mean, there's so much space here. I guess you can just really add a bunch of things in here. Thanks so much for staying on this long. As a bonus for you, I am showing you now a balcony room and what that looks like. I happened to notice this while I was debarking. Just passing through. Here is an interior room as well. I believe this is a single room for a single person because it seems really small. I do like the layout of the vanity and the closet tucked away to the back of the TV. It kind of feels like a room for 1, but possibly I'm wrong. Unfortunately, that's all I can find at this moment. Off to debarkation. Stay tuned as we dive into each neighborhood. I'll have an extensive playlist, talks about ports, dining, activities, entertainment, and what you can expect, uncovering the secrets and experiences that make this ship a true icon of the seas. And if you have found this helpful, informative, or you've learned something, please give this a thumbs up and consider subscribing so that you won't miss out on this exciting journey. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time.